All right, here we go, guys, and it's a cloudy, overcast, early morning. It's just after 6 a.m. Midweek day here in eastern Long Island, specifically the North Fork of Long Island. Unfortunately, we have Hurricane Erin brewing offshore, causing a lot of havoc with our wave heights and easterly winds, and really is just making this whole entire week a blowout. It's booked every day. I may not get out until Saturday. Hopefully, there's outside chance we can fish Saturday. Be curious to see how the fishing is after this big wind, but I digress. We are not here to talk about fishing today. We've seen a bunch of new boats on the side of the road here in our local roads. Again, in the North Fork. I'm in the town of Mattituck right now, and you know, some of you that follow the channel long enough know that I am a big fan, much to the chagrin of some of you, of 7-Eleven coffee. And right across the street from my local 7-Eleven is a little whaler, I believe. Have not checked it out yet, but that's going to be the first boat we are going to take a peek at. That little whaler. Hopefully there's a price on it. Like I said, I've not stopped. It's right next door to Magic Fountain. Those of you who live out here, it's kind of a legendary ice cream place out here, homemade ice cream. Really good. There's a deer on the left. Should be going slower here. This road is notorious for deer. But anyway, we'll be up in front of that boat first. And then we got a couple of other really cool boats. We got, I believe, a smaller Key West. We got an Aqua Sport Walkaround style of boat you don't see a lot of. And a cool little catamaran racing boat. So I think we're going to squeeze those four in this morning. There's some turkeys now on the right. It's like the wildlife parade down this road all the time. And there's another deer right in front of me. Come on, buddy. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's two more on the right. Which way are they going to run? Oh, look at this guy with the antlers. And he's just staring at me. Got to drive slow. I mean, I can't tell you when I'm going to a charter and it's still dark out. I'm always at my boat about an hour before my scheduled charter, getting everything ready. Man, oh man, the amount of deer out here is insane. It just makes a lot of sense to drive slow. I can't tell you how many times I pull over to the side of the road and let people pass me. I do not need to be hitting one of these deer at 45, 50 miles an hour. I'll go 30 the whole way to my boat. It's about a 12-mile ride to my boat from my house. Anyway, we'll pick this back up in a couple of minutes when we are right in front of that whaler. And look at this. Oh, big boy there with the antlers. More deer. Okay, we are turning on to Factory Avenue. I believe this is Old Sound Avenue. Yeah, Old Sound Avenue. I never pay attention to what these streets are called. The little whaler, what I think is a whaler, should be right over these railroad tracks on the right on the corner of Factory Avenue and Route 25. We'll pull over right across from the 7-Eleven and check it out. It should be a quick review. Some of these are smaller boats. They should not take a long time. Let's see, it's somewhere over here, I believe. Where art thou? Where art thou? Is it gone? No, here it is. It's right here. Got a Honda on it. It is a whaler. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, walking up to the whaler. Now, is this a Montauk or is it a 15? I don't know. It's a 72 2006 motor, 10,500. I presume this is a 15 or a 16, but you guys will keep me honest. So 10.5, 2006 motor. It's a 1972 hull. Hard to tell. A little bit of spider cracking on the transom, but overall looks in really good shape. You can see there's a battery here. There's this kind of weird leaning post here. It takes up a lot of room. Almost looks like it could be back and forth seating. It's like a mezzanine seat back here. Very interesting design. There's a outside battery. The engine I think they said 2006. I'll double check it. It's a 90. This must scoot. Yeah, 2006 EPA standard. So it's a Honda. It's going to be really reliable. It's going to sip fuel. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a carbed motor. I know some of Honda's smaller motors were carbed for a very long time, which don't be afraid of that. Actually, likely more reliable. But yeah, this is a big floating bath. This is definitely an older style. You can see a lot of room under the console. The wiring goes there too. Interesting steering wheel layout, vertical. Usually they're tilted a little more this way, but it should make for an easy driving position. Nice little mock windshield here with some plexiglass there. Seats are in good shape. Nice bimini top on here. It's actually a really cool boat. This might be a 17. I don't know. It's 15 to 17. That's my guess. Again, this console looks like it's aftermarket. I guess this would be a side console. You have only one path to walk forward to the boat. You got storage under here. Put an anchor locker, a couple life vests, and again, you can stick a cooler up here. Can get more seating. It's a cool boat. I'm not sure about the price for a 53-year-old boat with 15-year-old, or actually at this point 2006 19-year-old power. Perhaps a little high. Does have a trailer. Trailer looks like it's seen better days. It's a Sea Lion, but not in terrible shape. Certainly have seen a lot worse than this trailer. Yeah, I look, if this were $5,000, probably a great deal. 10.5 is maybe on the higher end, but I presume like anything else, you can negotiate this. You're getting a whaler. They don't really lose resale value. And this is a super simple layout. It's just going to get the job done for nearshore fishing in the bays on a nice day in the Long Island Sound. This would be a great boat for that. You guys let me know what you think of the price, though. All right, I think we're gonna hit that Aqua Sport next. So to me, it looks like a 22 Walkaround. Again, I've not stopped, have no idea on the price, but that'll be our next stop. It's a couple of miles away on Route 48, so we gotta go back north and find that one. Okay, I believe we are back on Route 48. There's that Mako on the left that we looked at. There's going to be the Pro line here. These boats are not selling. That's interesting. Relatively cheap, but as we saw video that I did with Justin, you can find really decent bargains for less than what these boats are selling for. I think that Pro line was $7,500. I think it was $10K for that little Mako. You can definitely find better deals than that, even though I like both those boats. There are better deals out there. I am curious what this Aqua Sport is going to be selling for, because you don't see these anymore, the Walkaround. It's like a lost art, the Walkaround. It's somewhere over here. Could it be on this corner? It's going to be coming up. Don't want to drive too quickly past it. Okay, got stuck at that light for a second, but here is the Aqua Sport. So let me figure out where I can park to review this. Maybe I'll pull a U-turn here at the railroad tracks. Just park up here on the right-hand side. Pardon me. Let's not get stuck on the railroad tracks either. All right, we'll pull up in front of the boat and see what it's about. It does have an E-Tech, which is kind of, for a lot of people, a negative. I don't think it is personally. At least out here, you have Goldsmiths Marina not far from here. They sold Evinrude's forever. I believe they still service them, so service wouldn't be an issue. So let's, at least locally, so let's see what this boat's about. All right, coming up on the Aqua Sport, and man, this is a true walk-around boat. And I'm liking everything I'm seeing so far, maybe except the aluminum prop. You know, buying a new engine, I would go stainless personally, but that's okay. It's a 200. I want to say this is a 22. I think they were called Explorers. So Aqua Sport. It's a 210 Walkaround, fair catch. You can see a newer enclosure up there. It looks like it's in really good shape. And it being a Walkaround, you can see, we'll try to get a shot of it here, how, you know, you got a big open platform back here for fishing. This is only a 21-foot boat, but it feels bigger. And then you have that nice walkway right there to get to the front of the boat. You can fish somebody, 1 or 2 people in the front. You can easily fish 4 people back here. This is really nice. It's a 93, there you go. So it was definitely repowered because these E-Techs were not around in 93. These are very low maintenance motors. When they're running good, they are fast, fuel efficient. They don't pollute a lot. It's direct injection, so it's really not allowing the gas and oil, when they mix together, the gas to escape out the exhaust, which cause, you know, on older 2-strokes, all the smoke issues and that smell you would get. You don't get that with these motors. Looks like it's in really good shape for a 33-year-old boat. It was registered through this year. Is there a for sale sign on this somewhere? There it is. Oh, it just has a number there, and just has a number here, 917-939-8649. We'll shoot a text and see if we can get a price on it. I'm intrigued by this one. Got a nice dual axle trailer, roller trailer, 5-star. Couple cup holders up here. So no cup holders up on top because it's a soft top. It's really loud here, guys. Apologies. Got the highway right behind me. Transom looks like, I don't know if this is original, but it looks like it's solid. I mean, it's a nice boat. You can see in here, you got a couple boxes there. You got the 2 seats up there. So not a ton of seating on this, and you also have the little cabin in there. I mean, if you have little kids, this is a great boat for that. Lenco trim tabs. You do see a transducer here, so presumably there is some type of electronics. There's a VHF antenna here too. I like this one. Let's try to get a better shot up here. There's the helm station. Yeah, the walk-around area. Curious what the price is. Oh, a couple of storage lockers here. Perhaps the oil injection is in one of these. Step off. Yeah, we'll send a text to that number, see if we can get a price, and we'll go from there. Let's see, what do we have next? I'm gonna loop back around that way to the South Road, Route 25, and let's find that Key West. All right, we are about to turn back onto Route 25. There's the next 7-Eleven to my right, the Cutchog 7-Eleven. And here's the boat in question. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where to friggin' park here. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to make a turn somewhere and get in front of that boat. So, we've got Pequash Avenue here. Oh, you know what, we have this business here. Pull a Yui here, and we'll get in front of that Key West and see what it's about. I think it's a 1720. I know they make a 15 too. I don't know why it's so hard for me to distinguish between the 15 to 17 footers, but just have to bear with me on that. We'll be in front of it in a second. There's a Grady we're gonna pass right now, and we'll see what that boat's about. The Grady is not for sale. All right, pulling up to this Key West now. There is a description here. 2003, it's a 20-footer. Key West Sportsman with trailer, 16,500. There's the number. It's a nice boat. So it's a 1900. Ad says 20-footer, 16.5. Ad says 20. Boat is a 1900. We're at a flower shop here, Blooms by Design. Includes the trailer. You can see it's been reinforced with some wood bunks there. That's interesting. Maybe add some rigidity to it. Let's take a look up here. Yeah, nice simple layout. You got an anchor locker all the way up there. You got more storage under here with a little cushioned area if you want to sit down, face aft. Nice little seat here, blue seat. I like how they did the colors on this boat. Bimini top, couple of rod holders in the gunnels. Nice little layout for fishing. There's your bilge axis there. More rod holders over here. It's got a Johnson 2-stroke stainless steel prop, boarding ladder with a little swim platform, 115, maybe they're calling it a 20. If you add that, that adds a foot. I presume one of these is going to be oil injection. It's probably this one, just based on, nope, this is a little live. I didn't show it, but a little live well. Really clean boat, functional, laid out nice. There's a small GPS up there on the helm. You got more storage under there. You got a couple more rod holders here. That's a Humminbird up there, interesting. A little electronics box right over there in front of the mechanical throttle. Nice little easy layout. I like this one. Nice big boat too. It's got a nice sharp entry here, tapers off in the back. Tidewater trailer. Price is a little high in my opinion, but this is a boat you could take into the ocean on a nice day. I mean, it's going to serve you well in the bays, in the Sound, and in the ocean. All right. The Key West 1900, 16.5. We're gonna stop next. I think we're gonna forego that other little small boat that I saw. We're gonna stay on this road, Route 25. We're gonna continue east, so I'm gonna have to pull a U-ey somewhere. And we're going to look for Southold Marine. I saw they have at least one boat for sale in front of them, a little tin boat, Starcraft. I did cheat and go on their website and get the prices on that. And there's another Walkaround there that I hope to see out there. We'll see if it's there. It's on their website. So that's next. We'll get back in the Honda and head east. Hey, we'll be at Southold Marine to look at the little tin boat, the Starcraft, and possibly another Walkaround. But while I was driving here, I did hear back from the owner of the Aqua Sport. Lots of new stuff on it, new fuse box, 2008 motor, 530 hours. The owner mentioned the self-winterization feature, which we mentioned, trailer included, Lowrance GPS, a lot of stuff. 9,500, and it's making me now think, is that the best buy here so far? That's I think that's reasonably priced. You guys may still think it's a little high, but oh, there is, not on their website. What the hell is this? This looks like an Ocean Master, but let's see what it is. No, it's a Dusky. Wow, don't see a lot of Duskies here in Long Island. Let's just park here on the side of their parking lot. Let's see if we can find these boats. Now, unfortunately, their website didn't list this Dusky. Twin 200 Zooks. This is the Dusky drive. You can see it's actually integrated into the boat. So Dusky's really unique here. Oh, it says Dusky drive right there. They include this in the measurement of the boat. So most bracketed boats, like my boat, a 24 Eastward Catamaran, the bracket kind of sits at and below the waterline, so it's not included in the overall length of the boat. Not length overall, but the total size of the boat. It's hard to explain the difference between LOA, length overall, and the actual size of the boat. Length overall technically means through the end of the engines. The overall, so if you see a boat that says it's 23.5 feet, it's from the bow to the end, to right before the engines, but not including a bracket like this. But Dusky does include the bracket. I've just confused everybody. But this is a really cool boat. Is this a 278? Yeah, it is. It's a 278 tournament, 48 hours, 125K. There's the number. That's a really good price on a boat like this. Let's step up here. Was not expecting this one. Somebody with a souped up EcoBoost. Oh my God, this is friggin' awesome. As a guy who loves fishing, this is amazing. It's a 23, only 40 hours, super reliable 200 Zooks, 3-piece hull design, nice chairs here, swing back, live well there. That could be a second live well up there. There's your little bilge axis. That's a little puny, but that's okay. But look at all the fishing room on this boat. Look at that coffin box. Look at that setback seat there too. So if somebody wants to ride up here, obviously on a calm day because you're all the way forward, you absolutely can. It's locked in there. Here's their little cabin. Let's see if we can open this cabin. Well, it's pretty deep, but very, very utilitarian, very similar to my eastward build. Dusky, it's a more commercial finished boat, although they can make it nice soft top, which is okay. I have a soft top, less weight, 4 rod holders up there as well. It's a pet peeve of mine when you have big hard tops like this and you only put 4 rod holders, but again, you can always add rod holders. There's a bunch in the gunnels. There's 3 here, there's a cup holder here, there's another cup holder and another rod holder there, so 4 aside there. You can add more to the back as well if you needed to the stern area. 125K, big Garmin GPS. There's a Garmin radio too. More storage up here at the helm and the trailer. Again, 125. Oh, and look, he crossed it out, 110. Wow. Wow. And oh, night vision camera up there too. Looks like a FLIR or a Psionics Nightwave. Not sure which one that is. But there's a lot of stuff on this boat, and I absolutely, again, as a fisherman, love this layout. Holy cow. Windlass up there as well. This is friggin' awesome. Awesome. There's another one for sale here. This looks like a privateer. It is a privateer. We'll skip this one for now. This is the one I wanted to see originally. So this is the Starcraft. So a 14-foot Starcraft with a small Merc on it. I believe if I read it correctly, the ad, it's a 20 horsepower Merc. It's a tiller. There's a 6-gallon fuel tank. Nice little seating here, cup holders, battery there. Oars included, I assume, trailer included. So from what I remember, it's a 2009, but sold new in 2012. Let's see if I got the year right. Yeah, it's a 2009, sold new in 2012. Guys, take a guess. It's a 14. Take a guess what they're asking for this one. Put a comment in before I say the price, because I don't know, maybe I'm shocked by this, but $6,800. I thought this one was a little high. It does have a bilge pump, kind of sloppy wiring, but that's okay on a small boat like this. Is this carpet? No, it's not. It's kind of like a rhino plasticky material. I'm not sure how to describe it. I don't know. $6,800 seems a tad high to me, but it's a Starcraft, aluminum boat. You can launch this on a rocky beach as long as you have a little ramp. There's a few beaches like that here, Town Beach in Southold, Truman's Beach in Orient or East Marion. I'm not sure what town that beach is located, but there are boat ramps where a lot of the aluminum guys, Skinner included, launch their boats. If this was like $3-4 grand, I would think this is a nice little buy, because you know, you could trailer this boat anywhere with even a Honda Ridgeline. You wouldn't need a lot. And then I think this might be the Walkaround. It is. This one was $12K. It's a Wellcraft. It's got a Tohatsu 150 on it. It could use a little cleaning up, but similar layout, very similar layout to that, down to the rod holder there on the rail going up to the front of the boat. Very similar layout to that Aqua Sport we saw. This one is a 2000, so significantly newer than that one. And you know, it's a 22, the other one was a 21. Nice boat also. I think it's reasonably priced at $12K. It's got newer power on it. 4-stroke. Tohatsu and Honda are at that size range, basically the same engines. So yeah, so not too shabby here with this one as well, but I'm still thinking about that Dusky. All right, we'll get back in the Honda and we'll offer our closing thoughts on all these boats. All right, we just pulled out of Southold Marine, and Man, a lot of boats today. I wasn't expecting this many, and there was one more that I wanted to look at, and there's actually a second one that I want to look at, but we can save those for the next video. Smaller boats. Boy, it's hard to believe that Dusky is 110K at 20. So realistically, about a 26-foot boat if you don't count the Dusky drive, but 400 horsepower, 40 hours, 110K, laid out perfectly for fishing. I mean, if you're looking to start a charter business similar to what I do, and you don't want to be really underwater on a really capable fishing boat, it would be hard to bypass that Dusky. You're going to cruise at 30 to 40 miles an hour in that. You're going to get really good gas mileage with those Suzuki 200s. But having said that, 110 is a lot of money, but not for a 27-foot twin-powered rocket trailer too. I didn't mention that. So if we take that one aside, from the rest of them, the more classic, older boats, I'd probably go with that first boat we saw, that little whaler. What was it, about 10K if I remember correctly? I forgot already. But newer 4-stroke power, Honda power. Yeah, it's a 50-something-year-old boat, but it's a whaler. It'll never lose its resale value, easily trailerable. Yep, I mean, that's what I would probably go with. That Key West, I really wanted to go for that Key West, but I don't know, 16.5 seemed a little high, 2-stroke power on that one, just seemed a little high to me. That first walk around we saw, the 21-footer, the Aqua Sport, another good deal, slightly older, but newer power on that one, that E-Tech. I wouldn't be afraid of that E-Tech personally. That one was tempting too. Lots of tempting boats in this one. Probably all of them priced a little high, maybe nothing higher than that little 14-foot Starcraft at $6,800. That was a little shocking to me. Definitely the cream of the crop, though, is that Dusky. If money were not an object, it would be that one every day and twice on Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of these boats. As always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. If you're not already a subscriber and you like content like this, please consider subscribing. And if you're not already a member of the channel, please consider joining. Lots of perks associated with that, including early access to videos.